Hello, America. This is Martin O'Malley.
Martin O'Malley was born into a politically active family in Washington, D.C. His mother was a congresswoman for nearly 30 years, and his father was the Assistant United States Attorney.
Don't you want an experienced man running our country?
Maryland Governor Martin O'Malley.
Greetings from Maryland, home of the #1 public school system in America for 4 years in a row.
After high school, O'Malley jumped straight into the political world, working for Barbara Mikulski as state field director. He followed this with working for the Gary Hart presidential campaign as national field director in 1987.
Not only is Martin O'Malley a caring family man, but he is also musically talented in his Irish rock band.
And then by the broad, majestic Shannon.
Hillary's weaknesses include her unfavorable past and family history. She is known for slut-shaming the woman her husband had an affair with. She has had the email scandal, which gave her a large decline in the polls, and her family is known for lies and scandals and cover-ups. On the other hand, Mr. O'Malley is a favorable family man with a good reputation. CNN Live, Mr. O'Malley.
Thank you, Lucy Gruders.
I'm going to start with a few basic questions, like how do you plan on decreasing the power of Wall Street megabanks?
Well, first, I will increase oversight by implementing regulatory policies that will ensure that they don't get to play by their own rules. I will do so by putting in place a financial transaction tax. I will also enforce real penalties for financial crimes.
Thank you. You say that you will put consumer interests first. How do you plan on doing so?
I will create a fiduciary standard loan for brokers.
My next question for you is, do you think some interest groups have gotten too powerful?
Yes. I believe that the powerful and wealthy interest groups have drowned out the voices of the underrepresented at the expense of the middle class.
Thank you. And what is your stance on civil rights?
I believe that all people are created equal. That includes gay, lesbian, and transgender. No certain race should have an unequal treatment. I signed Maryland's first Anti-Transgender Discrimination Act.
What is your opinion on the death penalty?
I am absolutely against the death penalty, and I believe that life in prison without parole should be in place of that. I also believe there should be reduced prison sentences, and there should be additional funding for more correctional officers and police officers. I also believe that assault rifles should be limited. Getting a gun should require strict laws and reforms.
And what do you think about immigration laws?
I believe in comprehensive reforms, and it would help bring 11 million undocumented immigrants out of the shadows and into the light.
Thank you. Mr. O'Malley, many people strongly believe that legalizing marijuana will cause abusive tendencies and make it overly accessible to teenagers. What do you think about this issue?
Many people are sent to jail on minor drug charges, which is causing our nation to pay unnecessary prison taxes. Since it has become clear that marijuana cannot be controlled, it should be legalized and taxed to benefit the economy of this country.
Yes. You also raised taxes in Maryland, which is negatively viewed by many people. What do you have to say about this?
Although I did raise taxes, I also made college cheaper to in-state residents, and I made healthcare more accessible. I also raised minimum wage for the working people. As a president, I would raise taxes on top 15% of people and lower taxes on the bottom 85%.
Thank you for your time, Mr. O'Malley.
Of course.
If you want our 2016 president to be less left than Bernie and more left than Hillary, the perfect combination of political views, vote for O'Malley.
Vote O'Malley for President 2K16.